what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another stream. Today is a very special and exciting day because A Day to Remember has just dropped their big old album. Finally, it has officially been released, their most anticipated album yet. And to be honest with you, I didn't even know that they were coming out with an album this year, and this so soon rather, because not just a couple months, like two years ago or so, they released their most recent album, which, to be honest with you, kind of rubbed me the wrong way. You know, it wasn't really what I was expecting from these guys. It wasn't what I was, wanting from them, for being such a fan for such a long time, since they're almost their, startup rather. But it just wasn't hitting me the right way. It didn't grip me the way I wanted to. Don't get me wrong, there was some singles on there. There was some heavy bangers on there. We got, Bad Friend, probably one of the best heavy-hitting ones they've ever created. And then we have, we had a lot of more subtle ones, like Mind Reader. It's a catchy one, more poppy influence, more like alternative, but it was still a good track. So we had some there, but overall, the album just didn't hit me the way I wanted to. They went on the more alternative, they went on the more poppy, kind of like, radio kind of route with their music, which is okay. I mean, but they weren't really hitting the sound the way I wanted it to. Like I was missing that old school metalcore, that old school, hardcore hitting stuff that they used to do from back in the day. And there's like ever since, Common Courtesy, which is probably my top favorite album from them, they just kind of fell off for me. And I just, it's sad to say because they are my favorite band. They are one of the bands that originally got me into this kind of music, and it's just, it's a sad thing to say. So hopefully this one brings me around. Hopefully we get, the hard-hitting ones that we want from them. Hopefully us fans, get what we want, and hopefully it's not too big of a disappointment. But hopefully, we get what we get. We got a lot of faces on this album, so hopefully we get some features maybe. Hopefully we get some like little secrets, some little Easter eggs hidden in the songs and stuff like that. I know my man Cody's on here with Wage War. Hopefully they've been putting out a track together. Who knows? But it's a stacked album. It is a stacked album. We got like 12 tracks or so, which is about it's about a common album length. So hopefully we get some bangers. Hopefully we get some good ones, some memorable ones at that, and just I'm just super excited. So you never know what these guys have to bring. You never know what secrets they might have, what twists they might put into their tracks. So you never know what to expect from them. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what new stuff they have to bring. We did react to some singles that they put out, over the not too many. I know not Whiplash. Feedback was one that we listened to, which was okay. In my opinion, it has that alternative, pop rocky type sound, which is, not typically my style, but it is what it is. Hopefully we get some new ones. Hopefully we get some ones that we want to see from this game. So yeah, I'm just super excited. Hopefully not a disappointment, because if this one's not a good one, then it is going to be a sad day. But either way, they definitely do their shows live. They definitely do know how to put on a show. I would say that one, but hopefully, just all I can do is cross my fingers. All I can do is cross my fingers and just hopefully that it's a good one. But yeah, we're gonna get things started here. This is the first track off the new A Day to Remember big old album record. Make it make sense. Hopefully this album makes sense, boys, because let me tell you, man, I don't want to be disappointed. Oh! Let's go, boys! Cool, those harmonics. You're like hardcore alternative. go, boys. Make this album make sense. Woo! Let's go, Jimmy. Feel the anger, though. The aggression. Like I said, man, they definitely know how to write them choruses, though. Let's go, boys! Ah! Oh, bring in the down-tuned riffs! Woo! Be the choppies! Yeah, I definitely love their overdriven vocals, though. Woo! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, not gonna lie, not a bad track. Not a bad track, man. For the first one on the album, I give it a pass. I give it a pass. It has that hardcore element to it. It has that, still has that alternative feel, but it's more like a hardcore alternative feel, which, you know, it's kind of different, though. I like it. I like it. They definitely do the overdriven guitars. They definitely do the overdriven vocals. It's kind of like their thing now, especially when they do this more alternative, you know, twist on their tracks. But not gonna lie, it's a slapper. It's a slapper indeed. It's very simple, like 2-3 chord progression with the pinch harmonics. You know. Simple as best. In my opinion, these guys are taking note, and that's why they're my favorite band, man. That's what I say. It's simple is all you need, especially when it comes to the breakdowns, the chugs, the riffs. You already know how it is. But yeah, so far Jimmy already showing off his prominent vocals like he always does with his cleans. But when he gets to do the deepness though, the deep growls, when he gets into that lower range, oh man, I just love it. It just wakes you up. It just surprises you because you forget that he can do that. You forget that he can get that low. You forget that he could do screams because he doesn't really do them, you know, too much nowadays, especially on the last album. I mean, he still does it, but you know what I mean. It's not as much as he used to, like on every track, but you know, it works though. I love that. I love the surprise. I love when he gets low. You know, it gets the crowd energy, gets us, you know, old school fans a little bit excited, gets us hyped, and you know, it just makes you want more. It just makes us want more to hear that. So, but yeah, overall solid track. It went to the down-tuned breakdown. Like you always kind of remembered of the, you know, when they dropped it, the Miracle track about almost 2 or 3 years ago already. But I don't know, something like that. But when they dropped that just blew everyone away with the down tunes. The overall breakdown just blew everyone away because they don't really write that type of, you know, style of breakdown. They don't really do that type of style when it comes to that. But you know, it definitely reminded me of them. But we do have that track on here, so we're gonna have to listen to that one again. So it's been a while since I heard that one, so it could be a little refreshed for my ears. But yeah, so far so good, ladies and gentlemen.